and those overlords are slowly floating over somewhere. Those Mulas are going to get completely annihilated by those Vikings though, and those SCVs being very diligent healing those Vikings as much as possible, and it looks like a lot of Kas's drone SCVs going somewhere. I'm not sure where. Mining off of the... What the heck is going on? He's decided to move... Oh, wait. All his SCVs are completely mined out over in his main, so he's going to start long-distance mining into his own base. Wow, and it looks like Kas is going to start destroying all these units. Oh, man, those Bane's managed to take out most of the ground forces over here. Banshee's desperately trying to take out any more ground forces, and those Marines trying to take out those Mutalisks, but those Mutalisks are going to get annihilated by those Vikings. And it looks like Kas has control of the skies and the ground now, taking out one of Mardow's hatcheries. Mardow, meanwhile, is continuing to produce Zerglings over here, and Kas just destroying everything over here that Mardow has produced, structure-wise. Mardow also decided to check over at the high yield, but he isn't going to be able to see anything over here because Mardow hasn't built anything. Looks like a solitary Ling over here going for that xel'naga cavern, but he's going to get sniped out by the Banshees over here. Meanwhile, a huge stream of SCVs just long distance mining into the main, and now that, oh boy, a couple Lings coming over here, and they're going to try and take out as many of these SCVs as possible. Banshees are going to start sniping away, and it looks like these Lings are going to be able to take out a couple of these units over here, but Mardow is going to be forced back, and it looks like Kas has built a command center and moved it over into his third base over here. So no more long distance mining for his SCVs, and more Thors and Vikings being produced, combat shields being produced, and it looks like Mardow getting another hatchery over here and getting his extractors over in his main, but it looks like Kas has a large air force now, and he has complete control of the skies. A couple Hydras now being built for Mardow, and he is getting groove spines for them. But that is a huge number of Vikings, and that is a lot of Banshees over here. And those Thors are going to start destroying that hatchery. Mardow canceling that hatchery, and oh, those SCVs are going to just walk to their deaths over here. More Kas has getting more reinforcements just streaming out of his base, and he is starting to fully mine out of that third base. And Kas has decided that he is going to just hold this xel'naga watchtower, getting more units, and oh man, he is getting that planetary fortress on top on that command center. And now Mardow is in serious trouble. He doesn't have the forces, and those Banshees do have cloak, and they're going to start sniping away those Hydras over here. And there's a couple Banelings getting morphed in right now, but they're all going to get taken out by this Banshees force over here. Those Hydras coming over, and are they going to be able to do anything? No, they don't have an Overseer right now, so those Banshees are going to have free reign if those Hydras move any closer. Banshees uncloaking now to save up some of that energy. More Marines being produced, a huge ground army getting produced now by Kas. He is still continuing production of Banshees as well, and he has a huge horde of minerals just being held right now. And it looks like another battle going down over here. Banshees just destroying all of these Hydras over here, and Vikings forced to land to try out take out as many of these Hydras as possible. And they do manage to take out most of them, but more are coming on the way, and that hatchery is probably going to get destroyed by those cloaked Banshees right now. An Overseer getting morphed in right now, and it looks like those Hydras are going to start moving in and try and take out as many of those Thors as possible, or those Banshees as possible. But those Banshees are cloaked, so that Hydra isn't going to be able to do anything. And the hatchery is almost done, and it looks like more Banshees are coming to reinforce. And there are a lot of Marines also coming to reinforce. And now Mardow in a very desperate position. He is mined out of his main. He is nearly mined out of his main. He is mined out of his natural, and he needs that third base ASAP. Those Banshees flying over here, trying to take out as many of these. Oh, but there's an Overseer above them, and those Hydras are going to be able to snipe out those Banshees. One Banshee does go down, and Mardow now has all of his drones just sitting there waiting. He's unable to do anything. Kas getting a command center over on the island expansion over here, and it looks like another battle going up here. A couple Banelings over here, but they all get annihilated by the Hellion just sacrificing himself. And those drones are getting a surround on those Marines, but that is still a large force of Marines and Hellions over here. And now Kas has some control. He needs that expansion. He needs to get that expansion up, and he's getting another hatchery now. Those hydras aren't going to be enough, and Mardow is starting to get starved out, and Kas now knows this, and it's just moving out his units, trying to take out as many of these units as possible. Those Hellions coming out first, and they're going to get completely annihilated. And now the Marines stemming up, and those hydras trying to get away, and those Banshees are going to start just destroying these hydras, and Mardow does GG out of the game. So Mardow unable to hold on to bases, and Kas just completely dominating in the skies with his Banshees and Vikings, just keeping Mardow on his toes. So game 2 is going to go to Kas. So we are going to into a game 3 series. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, please subscribe to youtube.com/KesselGamer. That's KESL Gamer, and I will see you guys in game 3. Kessel signing out.